13 senior bouts, all amateur, or youth and senior rather. Amateur boxing rules. 10-point must system in effect. There are 5 judges at all corners of the ring. Our third man in the ring is Bob Halliday, and we're back to conventional. FILIMAEA trying to double up on his jab early. Good work from both these boys. You can immediately sense the power of them both. Good head movement from FILIMAEA. Dennis is shown he wants to go downstairs early with his right hand. Eats a little left hook. Not a lot on it, but both boys good work. FILIMAEA, he's shown some nice counter punching ability, picking his shots well. Dennis still going downstairs with those shots to the body. He looks to have fairly heavy hands though. And he landed a nice straight right hand. LIVAI though counters with a couple of sharp but less powerful shots. Dennis loading up on his shots, eats a right hand as FILIMAEA moves away. Trying not to get caught on the ropes against a guy who looks like he's a heavier fighter in the Australian. Good body work, crisp hands. And another heavy left hook from Dennis. It looks like it's going to be the power of Dennis versus the very crisp handiwork and speed of FILIMAEA. Jai Dennis timing that overhand right now over the lazy jab of FILIMAEA. That's a shot he doesn't want to walk into too often. He's got good eyes though, FILIMAEA, but he's got to watch his drift into the right hand. Works again, upstairs, downstairs. Dennis throwing the shot long. A lot of work too on the inside. Because this is only a 3-round bout, you're going to see a lot more work than you would in a professional bout. Amateurs, plenty of activity. You don't have long to land your shots. FILIMAEA is clearly the quicker of the two. Just needs to be cautious, particularly when he's moving around or pulling out of the clinch. That's when Dennis seems to be landing. And once again, he works well to the body. FILIMAEA doing a lot of good work and making Dennis miss. Dennis just slightly slow, timing slightly off. Heavy left hook though that time from Dennis. Landed on the point of the chin and a nice right hand. LIVAI FILIMAEA is showing good head movement and he's showing the ability to make Dennis pay for when he misses with his shots. But the Australian fighter reminding him he cannot. Nice head movement from FILIMAEA. The Aussie fighter with his power, just keeping him honest, reminding him he cannot afford to make a single mistake. Beautiful work upstairs, downstairs to punctuate the first round. LIVAI FILIMAEA. He ate him coming out of the red corner, and Jai Dennis in the blue from Queensland, Australia. He's a heavy-handed fighter, but FILIMAEA slightly crisper with his work, the quicker-handed of the two. He's comfortable in the pocket, FILIMAEA, not afraid to let his hands fly. And again, in the professional ranks, you would see the fighters allowed to hold and turn, but it's broken up pretty quickly in the amateurs. Nice counter punching in particular from Maea. He's taking a lot on the gloves as well, catching and countering. Good timing, taking the half pace back, looking for the opportunity to counter. Jai Dennis, just at the moment, struggling to find a bead on his man. Wouldn't hurt him just to drop his punches down to the chest, but he's applying real pressure to FILIMAEA. This is a very torrid pace for a heavyweight bout. Dennis dropping downstairs to the body. Just can't really land a lot at this point. FILIMAEA lands another right hand coming out of the clinch. Neither of them has thrown a lot of uppercuts. And I think Dennis, if he could find an uppercut, that would solve the problem of FILIMAEA's very good head movement. Winding up on his right hand, but gobbled up by FILIMAEA as he continues his high-pace, frenetic style. Nice work from Dennis. He landed a good left uppercut, but he needs to land more than one to beat a guy who's punching in bunches like FILIMAEA. And Dennis still trying to land the shots, but FILIMAEA now starting to come into his own as Dennis is tiring with the pace. And FILIMAEA has also picked up his rhythm pretty well. Oh, he had a good right hand there. Gobbled it up pretty well, but it was a heavy shot. And a left hook from the Queensland fighter. Lead right hand, landed the left hook. As FILIMAEA's pace has just slowed a little. And another straight right hand. Led with that one. Good work from Dennis. Final 10 seconds of this, the second round. Jai Dennis in the blue. FILIMAEA was a little low with that left rip to the body. Referee Bob Halliday missed it, but another star out for the third and final round. Jai Dennis needs to do something to counter the speed of FILIMAEA. I would suggest he needs to continue to go downstairs to the body and not give FILIMAEA the room to move. Nice counter right hand, but FILIMAEA started off very fast. Been refreshed with a good uppercut there. And that's a shot he hasn't thrown enough of, Jai Dennis. FILIMAEA though, beating him to the punch again. Taking a couple, but landing 4. Crisp left hook. Not heavy shots, but scoring shots from the Kiwi fighter in the red. Nice work from Dennis. Heavy right hand, but didn't turn the knuckle over. And the pace is slowed just a touch. Yeah. Cannot drop your head below the belt line. Nice counter right hand from FILIMAEA. Another one. Good little step left hook. Landed 2 of them in that exchange. FILIMAEA doesn't have the same sting on his shots as early, but he's still landing frequently. Now Jai Dennis finding his way forward. He's just still tending to throw single shots. He needs to string a combination together. Crisp right hand followed by the left from FILIMAEA. Body and head once again. Continual working. Catching Dennis and ghosting out of range. Just looking for the referee to give some respite. It's good work from FILIMAEA. He does move his head well. I still say he's there for the uppercut if Dennis chooses to throw it. He just missed with the left one. FILIMAEA has shown good ability to stay in the pocket though and continue to work well. Both boys sucking in the big ones. The seconds are ticking away. Good work from FILIMAEA. Really starting to bring the crowd into play now. Step right hand. Another left hook lands. Jai Dennis starting to feel the effects of the pace. 10 seconds left, third and final round. FILIMAEA now starting to pour it on. Battering Dennis against the ropes, and it was a superb performance from these 2 youth heavyweights. FILIMAEA landing the more crisp punches throughout the bout. Dennis looked like he was coming back into it towards the end of the second round. Still sharing his knowledge. LIVAI FILIMAEA will have the great privilege to receive his trophy from the tour man himself after what was a superb performance. Well, 3 fights down so far here at the